Your body believes it and your mind believes it, then it becomes possible. You ever watch them strongman? I sometimes watch the strongman competitions. Strongman competitions, boy, they be picking up unfathomable weight. Unfathomable weight. And what you see when they get to that point where they break records, it's not just because their body had trained to where now they can stretch themselves, but their mind has gotten to a point where they believe it's possible. And then when your mind gets to that point, it strengthens your will, and then it prepares your body and it prepares you on all levels to function based on your belief, right? So, we talk about like small wins, right? Like when you do small wins, it strengthens your beliefs. So sometimes people try to go for a big win, right? It's like, let's say a person wanted to believe that they was a great runner. They started off, racing the fastest man in the world. That can cause you to be inconfident. You understand me? Then you got false confidence by racing a child and thinking you fast, right? But let's say you get on the treadmill and you say, on this treadmill I want to run for 5 minutes. Now, maybe you can actually run for 10 minutes, but once you get to that 5-minute mark, you're going to start feeling good about yourself. Your serotonin starts to raise, dopamine levels start to increase. Now you actually want to do this more. Once you continue to go, now you've already felt like, I broke the barrier, I am successful. So it's going to encourage you to go do it again. Now that you've shown yourself possibility, you will get on there the next time and say, man, I'm going to go for 10 minutes. You understand me? Then you're going to be like, man, I keep playing myself. This was too easy. Because ease doesn't show us possibility. Difficulty shows us possibility. When we go through the stressors in life, it shows us who we are and what we can do. But when we live in a realm of ease, there is no conditioning that strengthens and trains us and entrains us, right, to show us who, what we are and what our functions are. So through difficulty comes the power. But a lot of people focus on the ease. And that's why a lot of people don't have growth. And you get to a point of stagnation. Like this country is in stagnation right now. There's going to be little or no growth whatsoever in America. Innovation, invention, decreased birth rates. You understand me? Supply chain squeezes, Fed rates, inflation, hiking prices of so many different things. That's going to decrease, right? Number one, decrease innovation and invention, but mostly it's going to create a stagnant society because everything is more expensive. To produce transportation is more expensive. And when transportation is more expensive, people have to figure out different ways to import and export. It changes the business models. It increases the prices. So many different things happen, right? People stop going to so many different places. You now limit yourself on where you can go, and perhaps you become more efficient, or you just become more stagnant. That now gas is higher, so maybe I won't go over there. Maybe I won't go network with these people, because you start factoring in costs, because you start thinking over survival methods. So instead of saying that, nah, let me go over here, because if you live in the risk where it has possible growth and you're not trying to go through ease, then you go find yourself increasing your ability to produce more. You understand me? Like, I don't mind the factor of difficulty. Like, my last business situation with my partners, BWO, I went through a difficulty of working with the wrong people with the right idea and then having to pivot, right, and create something even better. But it's like, for the average person, that could destroy your foundation when you create something of magnitude. But instead, when you know who you are and you know your function, which lets you know what you can do, then you say, man, that shit ain't nothing. If I did it once, I can do it again. Watch me do it now. You feel me? And matter of fact, now that I've learned these lessons and I actually have more knowledge and wisdom and understanding and experience, guess what? I can do it better. You realize, matter of fact, I was thinking too small. But sometimes we get so caught up in the traumatic experiences of defeat, you understand me, that we don't even realize the lessons that we learn to be better victors. You feel me? So we have to be able to have that understanding and to lock in. And once we have that understanding, that's when we get to that God level. You feel me? Like, that's it. That's when we get to that God level. What is that in you? So even, as I'm speaking to y'all, I'm speaking to myself. Because as I think about this world, right? The world that we live in, all these so-called, you got to be careful of looking at the news. The news can be a dangerous place. Because they deliver bad news, so they entrain you to will a bad reality. Because that's all they feed you. Hey, the economy is going down. Hey, the news never is going to turn on and be like, yo, the economy going down, but guess what? There's an opportunity. Guess what? The economy going down, but perhaps, you understand me? You should learn new skill sets. The economy is going down, but guess what? There's a thing called options. The economy going down, but guess what? This may be the best time to invest. The economy is going down, but guess what? You should learn how to pivot. The economy is going down, but what will it look like in 5 to 10 years? So, somebody say CNN is constant negative news. I like that. You understand me? And so for me, you got to surround yourself with that because ain't nobody else going to give it to you.